Tech Laboratories presents How to Cut a Calcite Polarizing Prism in 25 Easy Steps. Step 1. Locate the optical axis of the crystal by finding the two vertices with obtuse angles. The perpendicular bisector of these vertices is the optical axis. Step 2. Fold flattened aluminum foil into a workspace to affix your shaping sandpaper. Step 3. Cut and tape a quarter sheet of 150 grit sandpaper to the aluminum foil. Step 4. Coat the sandpaper in petroleum jelly. This reduces the buildup of heat and contains the scouring dust as a paste so that it can easily be wiped away. Step 5. Grind the crystal against the sandpaper to shape the crystal. The plan is to create a Glan-Thompson prism, which requires cutting two identical right triangular prisms and joining them at their hypotenuses with optical glue. The E and O rays will strike the separation surface at different angles, one of which will be reflected out a different face of the prism, while the other is transmitted nearly unchanged. Step 6. Repeat steps 2 through 5, replacing the sandpaper as it wears out and the aluminum foil when it gets too messy to work with. Continue shaping the crystal until you achieve the rough shape needed for the prism. Step 7. When the perpendicular edges begin to chip at 150 grit, stop and repeat steps 2 through 6 using 220 grit paper until the near perfect prism shape is achieved. Step 8. Repeat steps 1 through 7 for the second piece of crystal to make the other half of the prism. Step 9. Cut small pieces of 320 grit sandpaper. Step 10. Using a cotton swab, apply petroleum jelly to one surface of the crystal. Step 11. Sand the surface with 320 grit sandpaper until all the scouring marks from the 220 grit are ground away. Step 12. Repeat steps 9 through 11 for each surface of the crystal. Step 13. Repeat steps 9 through 12 using 600, 2000, and 3000 grit sandpapers. Step 14. Put on gloves and eye protection. It gets really messy from here on out, and we want to protect the crystal from your fingerprints. Step 15. Use a cotton swab and apply a small amount of polishing compound to one of the crystal faces. Step 16. Use the polishing tool attachment of a rotary tool to rub the face of the crystal. Step 17. Repeat steps 15 and 16 until the face no longer appears cloudy under a hand lens. Step 18. Repeat steps 15 through 17 for each crystal face. Step 19. Apply a small amount of Norland Optical Adhesive 61 to the desired crystal face. Step 20. Align the second prism fragment on the first. Step 21. Expose the glue to a small amount of ultraviolet light to begin the curing process. Step 22. Once the two pieces are holding together, place them under a UV lamp to cure the adhesive. Step 23. Move the finished prism to a makeshift optical bench for testing. Step 24. Watch how it properly separates the perpendicular and polarized laser beams. Step 25. Curse the fact that you got the angle partially wrong so the beams are not exiting through the different crystal faces and are getting a doubled image and have no additional material or time to try it again. Don't forget to share my failure with the world by posting this video to Facebook or your social networking site of choice, and subscribe to Tech Laboratories for more science and technology videos. In 1828, William Nickel cut calcite crystal for the first time in a way that they could create the first transmissive polarizer. Calcite and crystals like that still play an important role in polarization today, specifically with high-powered lasers. You can't use a polarizing filter because it would just burn through the filter and melt it. The same thing would use whenever ugh.